Cause I'm your master and I told you to.
Right now we're here. What? Say later, I said. Right now they're on the wall.
Brother, what are you talking about?
They're on the wall.
Right now.
That's on the wall.
Let's get some blood.
N3on done talked about Mama Sanat before, bro. N3on
So I want to. So I
N3on
want
talked
to
about
be
some serious shit, bro.
So I want to be the shit out of him.
Where you at, Berto?
N3on realized he can't outrun his past.
I can't take it.
You okay?
It's like talking to a
I'm
GTA
good.
character.
Yo, what happened? You're taking the 1 meal from you, bro. I don't know. I'm slamming the fuck, bro.
You're taking the what?
1 meal from you, bro.
The 1 mil from me?
Nah, he might be 2 meal. After the boxing, he might be 2 meal.
You gonna fight him?
Bro, he went on the podcast said he wants to box.
You talking on that shit?
Brother, you're the one that went on the podcast and
Here
said.
right now.
I can't. Oh my god, bro.
One thing you gotta respect about Ray, he ain't got no filter and he's like, hey man, if I don't fuck with you, I don't fuck with you.
Right now.
You just said you don't want to do it.
You say you don't want to do it. You say, I don't want to do it later. Right now we're here. What? Say later, I said. Right now they're on the wall.
Brother, what are you talking
They're
about?
on the wall.
Right now.
That's on the wall.
Let's get some
right
gloves.
now. Nah, bring your hands. Hold.
Streaming is
He don't even want no gloves. He's like, nigga, I'm ready.
It's become more clicked up than ever. People have built
Appreciate the
solid
follow.
relationships and friendships, decided to faction off with one another in order to make their content. For the most part, those
thank
things
you,
are
Beggar.
built on
Appreciate you,
real
bro.
relationships, like genuine, authentic relationships. So when somebody tries to infiltrate like N3on did this past weekend at the Mr. Beast games, you're definitely not gonna fit in. All those years of ignorance and racism trying to boost your career, all those years of being a lame, all those years of antagonizing people are finally catching up to him. And now this community is saying, hey, N3on, we don't want you. If you're new to this and you want to be true to this, please make sure you hit that join button, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It goes a long way for this channel, forming out of mainstream eye just a little bit longer. Now, back into the video. Mr. Beast did another one of his classic master big videos where he invited a bunch of people with well-known faces to this platform and decided to do one of his, I don't know, escape the circle for $1 million. Y'all know how Mr. Beast get down. This time he decided to have a bunch of different streamers pull up on.
The amount of money Mr. Beast just be handing out, bro, like that shit low-key disgusting. Man. This nigga be handing out millions and millions and millions of dollars every single week. That's like, what? Bro.
On them and, you know, make great content.
Let me get
good experience as a whole for a lot of different people. They were able to get their streams off, create good content, meet a bunch of people. I saw IShowSpeed on a Pokemon stream, which is something that I never thought I would see. And for the most part, a lot of people had a great time, except for one sore loser, N3on.
Don't get jealous because you ain't get a handout. You right. Let me lock in. My bad.
You see, N3on doesn't have too many friends in this room. Notably, these are streamers from Twitch, not Kick, the platform that he most notably got his fame from, where all his buddies are. And because he still has that stench on him, people are avoiding him like the plague. So what does N3on do? He leans into what he's known to do, the beef. When he approaches other streamer Asian boy Ray, who has very close connections with Kai Cenat, it actually turns very ugly very fast.
Talking about that shit. What's the water?
How you doing, brother?
I'm good, bro. What's up, bro? Good, bro?
Huh?
Good, bro?
I know what you gotta do. You gotta take it right back, bro.
I'm
No bad blood, bro. Rakai. How you doing, G?
You already said.
You know what's crazy, bro? I can get us millions.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Rakai don't fuck with him. I mean, Ray don't fuck with him. You can see it in his face. He don't fuck with him.
Dollars to box, bro. Stop looking. You're not like that, bro. Stop looking at me like that, bro.
Now, as a real street nigga, I know exactly what's going on right now.
Measy, stop it.
Ray saying, yo, say what's the word is a temperature check. And although this is AAVE at its finest, it's actually impressive that Ray is picking up on these social things with his limited amount of time being spent in America. It's kind of amazing. You see, Ray doesn't rock with N3on. And this dates back to some drama that happened between N3on and Kai Cenat, one of Ray's good friends. N3on had made some disgusting, and I mean utterly disgusting, and racist remarks about Kai Cenat's mother. And based off of hearing that, I think anybody in Kai Cenat's camp would be ready to slide for Kai Cenat, side with Kai Cenat, or whatever the case may be, and not voluntarily shake hands or rock with anybody who says stuff like that about somebody's mom.
N3on done talked about Mama Sanat before, bro.
So I want to. So
N3on
I
done
want
talked
to
about
be
some serious shit, bro.
So I want to be the shit out of him, baby.
And they had a few interactions IRL before this specific incident at the Mr. Beast games. And for what it's worth, they aren't all positive. Trolls are being trolls, still thinking that shit is sweet. At the Brand Wrist boxing event, Aiden Ross asked N3on about fighting Ray.
N3on, you should fight Ray.
I would love to.
You would actually fight Ray.
Bro, I would.
Much better. You would fight Ray.
Wallahi, I'll do it. And I would get less money than him and still do it. I want to fuck him up so bad.
I'll tell you what,
He talk shit about me for no reason.
I can get you and Ray a big bag, but I mean, I know you're down, but is Ray down? I don't know.
Yeah, he said he wants $1 million.
And Ray's response was, we can get it popping.
N3on want to fight? I don't worry about you. Yo, I ain't worry about you. The fuck? I don't worry about you. Bro, that nigga gotta get a fuck about that.
fuck.
Now, for what it's worth, when N3on was going,
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, this nigga Ray is growing on me, bruh. This nigga Ray really like low-key solid. He don't feel unauthentic like a lot of these niggas.
on his grift for saying that he is a changed man, he had apologized to Kai Cenat, to Mama Cenat via the internet, saying that, you know, he was young, it was a couple years ago, blasity blasity.
Chat, I know you guys want me to see red and do certain dumb shit, but in this situation, I am in the wrong. I think he's talking about when I talked about his mom, and I was a little dumb kid at the time, and I apologize. I take full accountability, bro. Everyone call me a bitch, you can say whatever you want. I take full accountability for that. That is 100% my fault. I brought up your mom when I shouldn't, and I felt threatened because I was insecure. I was insecure at the time, and I'm taking accountability, bro, and I'm sorry. I'm genuinely sorry for what I said, bro. I do not.
You know, I can always appreciate a nigga taking accountability, and I said this about N3on before. I feel like, at least with his new rebrand, he has shown that he's not moving the same way. He's not one of them creators that just says, I'm sorry, and then does the same thing over and over again. At least now he doesn't. But on the flip side, just because you apologize, when you disrespect somebody to the level of talking about their mama unprovoked, like, nobody has to accept your apology. Nobody has to accept your apology. And I think that's the thing that, you know, N3on has to understand. Like, the lines that he crossed as a man, we don't need to accept that shit. While we can, you know, appreciate the apology and keep pushing forward with our life, we don't need to be like, hey, we can be buddy-buddy now.
Before we get back into the video, if you're in need of some easy, free money, there's this app called Free Cash where they pay you money to play their video games. If you click the link in the description or scan my QR code on the screen, you'll be able to download the app and choose which games you want to play that are actually fun to make easy, free money, bro. These apps are paying people to test out their games, so that's just how the system works, so you can make this free, easy money. I'll show you guys right here. Plenty of people are telling me they're making an easy 5, 10, 20, some even hundreds of dollars extra a month. It's all transparent. It's not a scam. And they really do pay you the money through methods like PayPal, gift cards, whatever you need to cash out, they got you. So if you need the extra money and you like video games, click the link in the description or scan the QR code on the screen and get yourself some free extra money. Let's get right back into the video.
I mean that. I did not mean it. I wanted to say it face to face. I didn't want to say it on the internet because the internet doesn't really matter, and you know, it's all bullshit.
But I do have a couple of things to say behind that. One, people can see through the grip. N3on's apologizing to get into good graces based on, you know, dollars and cents as opposed to being truly apologetic. Two, that does not mean that I have to accept your apology. And three, and most importantly, just because you apologize and just because I accept your apology, if I even accept your apology, does not mean that you can then reap the benefits of everything that I have going on, whether it be from me directly or with my crew or with the people around you. Which brings us back to the Mr. Beast Games incident. The full clip between Ray and N3on highlight the tension that is in the room greater than this just small segment.
You know what's crazy, bro? I can get us millions of dollars to box, bro. Stop looking. You're not like that, bro. Stop looking at me like that, bro.
I don't, bro.
You're not like that, bro.
I'm not
We're both not like that.
Nah, bro, I know, man. You got this ass shit, bro.
Huh?
You got big ass stomach and shit, bro.
Big ass stomach.
You got big ass nipple too. What?
How the fuck do you?
What the? This nigga Ray don't give a shit.
I do have big nipples, but like I said, bro, I can get us M's to box, bro. M's. In your pocket, in my pocket. I knock you out. We call it a day.
I'll box you for free right here.
Nigga, I don't need the money. I do it for free. I do it for free.
What? Run the ones. What? Run the ones.
You got gloves?
Nah, run the ones. Bare hand, come on.
Bare hand.
What's the order?
Actually, bro, I can get us a bag.
Okay.
Would you be down?
Yeah. Nah, I want to bug you a bag. I'll buy it for free.
Brian,
Okay, so let's do it for free.
what
Let's
up,
set up. No, real shit.
Welcome
Give me
to
a
the
time
stream.
date. Get us a gym. We don't. If you don't want to stream, we don't gotta stream it. Just do it. 2 gloves, friendly, spar.
Friendly? Nah.
Nah. I don't want no friendly, nigga. I'm seeing red.
No, that's what you gotta say legally.
Glove.
That's what you gotta say
I
legally.
want to see somebody die over here.
Okay, then you're dying.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna happen, bro. You down to make it happen?
Nah, hell no. Nah, I'm ready for you right here, right now. What?
Brother, you just.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
Are you retarded? You just said no.
I'm retarded.
You just said no. You just said. I'm just kidding.
I don't want to box you. Bro, you mad pussy.
I can't take him serious, bro. It's like talking to a GTA character.
It becomes abundantly clear after watching those clips that the community just doesn't rock with N3on. Him awkwardly trying to force this conversation and confrontation with Ray is pretty much the epitome of his entire career. He's trying to awkwardly force himself into places and spaces that he doesn't belong in. He'll continuously embarrass himself or say the most outlandish things to keep him there, ultimately being the punching bag for some of these people. But for the rest of these people in the big 2026, they're tired of it.
How much is on your wrist right now, bro?
300,000.
Holy shit, I gotta go. I don't belong here.
Yeah, but it's a woman's watch. You wouldn't want this.
Well, I have a bitch wrist. Yeah.
Oh, because you're a bitch. That makes sense.
What the fuck? Have you ever watched any of my streams before?
Well, all right, N3on. I mean, I can't condone this type of activity. This is just weird. You just hoeing yourself like, okay, bro, you was acting like a little fucking pussy smurf back in your younger days, but now you just come on and just like acting all weird, calling yourself a bit like, what type of shit is that? What type of shit is that? That's like that awkward kid at the lunch table that thinks people are gonna like be friends with him if he like makes fun of himself and makes a fool out of himself. But the reality is, it just makes people respect you even less. That was weird. That was weird. What's good, Heather?
Yeah, I watched the one you did with Iggy Azalea.
Oh, yeah. You like that one?
Honestly, I'd never seen Iggy in real life, so I was just like, what's she like normally? And I was curious. So
it was mid. It was above mid.
I would say it was above mid.
Okay, and that's why I'm here.
By now, I probably have a bunch of N3on shooters in my comment section saying, Omar, you're an AMP glazer. Omar, you're a Cautionary glazer. Omar, you don't even care about this. You suck. Your content's trash. This, that, and the third. Blase, blase, blah. This, that, and the fourth. But honestly, I don't care. I don't sympathize for a guy who was doing all of this when he was younger.
Wait, can you go open that door over there?
Why?
Cause I'm your master and I told you to. What's good, you dread-headed monster?
Whoa. Damn, bro. Digital footprint of doom. He looks like a dork. He's acting like a dweeb.
How you doing?
And then going on a platform like the Breakfast Club to atone for his sins, only to then play in everybody's faces by turning around and being with the same exact guys who enable and honestly promote the same behavior that he was just atoning for. It's so sad because the dude still can't understand that he is the one that is causing his own career to be sabotaged. He can't understand that he should probably take any sort of responsibility. He's still blaming his old PR person and Kai Cenat and the Breakfast Club for losing $7 million in brand deals.
My old people, I'm not throwing shots or anything, but costed me $7 million.
Why?
Because I went on the Breakfast Club. Because the Breakfast Club came out.
And made you seem like a racist?
And 2 days later, they canceled my contract. It was the worst day of my life. I cried.
That's not how PR works. That's not how you rebuilding your brand works. And honestly, for a lot of people, you continuing to play this victim card about situations that happened in the past that you can't take full accountability for and just work to do better makes people lose any sort of sympathy or empathy for you. We've seen people with bad PR or bad images, as the kids keep saying, clean it up and totally shift their game. IShowSpeed is somebody who was on the same, if not worse, trajectory as N3on.
Yeah, I don't think IShowSpeed was doing some stupid stuff when he was younger, but I don't think it was ever as bad as N3on. I don't think it was ever as bad as N3on. That might be a hot take, but I don't think it was ever as bad as N3on personally.
N3on, and look at him now, regarded as one of the biggest streamers in the world, biggest content creators in the world. And for the most part, people have either totally forgiven or totally forgotten about all of the stuff that he's done in the past. And even if somebody were to bring it up, they would say that he's clearly changed, he's put good work in, good content, and et cetera, et cetera. And there's not even a hint or an ounce of that sort of content that he made in the past still going on today. But for N3on, that's just not the case. Even when N3on is apologetic, it comes out.
Yeah, that Who Gon' Stop Me was probably the worst one. That was definitely the worst clip. But again, not justifying it, but I feel like Speed was cringe, and everything that he did that was cringe was always rooted in, I'm just trying to be inappropriately funny. Versus N3on shit was more like, I'm trying to, like, he just said some racist ass shit. But then again, honestly, when you compare the racist to the Who Gon' Stop Me thing, I mean, those are both really deplorable ass jokes. So it probably was just as bad now I think about it. But again, like, you can't say the same thing. Like, Speed now, though, he's moving way more way more respectable.
Off his phony. When he goes through these
W7
stints of
stream
dapping
streak,
up creators and asking for the unblocks and all these other things, people can see right through the phoniness in all these events and attempts.
You know what though? He wanted to get stole, so I would have failed. Ray, shout out Ray. When he asked him how his day was, I realized he wanted to get stole. He wanted to paint Ray to be that bull, so he can go behind his cam and say, "I don't know what's wrong with the guy." It's like, nigga, you gaslit him into stealing you. He want the clip. He want it. I shout out. Yeah,
I don't think I've ever seen Ray's face look this fucking serious, bro. He is not playing. He dead ass wanted the smoke, bro. He dead ass wanted the smoke. The difference is Speed did learn from what he did as a child. N3on was a child and didn't learn and carried that into adulthood. Nah, I think there's some truth there. Again, the only thing, the respect that I give N3on now is I think he's still moving like a bitch, but he's not outwardly just disrespecting people the way he was. But I think his social skills are just still so like surface level. He don't know how to move. Cause we just like him, the way he was just interacting with all those creators at that event, like that was just weird. It was still weird as fuck.
Want to sue niggas and that's what he want. Now I'm staying here. How was your day, Ray? But that's why I would have slapped the shit out of him instead. And it's easier to say. I probably would have stole him already, but slapping him
Tammy, what up?
Better, John. He final boss clip former. He is. Tell me how your day. Shout out Ray though for keeping his composure, cause I'd have slapped the shit out of me.
And I totally agree with Rod. I don't know if it's foreshadowing, which we'll get into, but N3on is not this guy that he comes off to be in this camera or streamer type of event or environment. You can tell based off of the awkward conversations that he has with people. He's not confrontational for real. He actually has a little bit of avoidance to him. That's why his handshakes are weak. That's why the eye contact is minimal. I'm trying to get it off. But you don't have to listen to me. Jason the Ween also backs these claims that I'm making.
I gotta wait a minute because you said that. Now, I gotta wait a minute since now you said.
I can't lie, N3on be acting up for the cameras though, bro. Like, he does. Cause off camera, N3on just be he just is quiet, bro. It is some fake demon activity. I really can't lie.
After N3on gets away from all these guys, he goes back to doing what he normally does. Similar to the Breakfast Club situation, he gets into these confrontations that he ultimately invites himself to, puts himself in the face of people that he doesn't like or would not like him because of stuff that he started or said, and then goes back behind closed doors and then starts some sort of beef or plays the victim card. I think it's a mod in Jason the Ween's community, Woj, said this: I just don't get why N3on goes to events and just goes up to creators he knows he started problems with and acts like he's not farming clips and he's a changed man. Then his clip pages, he pays, posts them with titles to make the other streamer look bad. Then he wonders why people still have issues with him. Since the Twitch community doesn't rock with N3on, he decided to do what most people couldn't have predicted, especially because he was a changed man and he was trying to get away from all of these nasty and bad ways. N3on makes this huge announcement saying that he's gonna move it back to Kick.
Going back to my home, the people that really helped me out when I was nothing.
What? Why? What's the point of that? What the fuck? I ain't gonna lie, this is L plays, N3on. This is L plays, bro.
Gave me money when I was nothing, believed in me when I was nothing. I am going back to Kick. All right, we're going back, making a return on the green platty. Okay, full time, I am going back to Kick. No ads, high production events funded by Kick, events, big things. I've had a lot of long conversations and I've talked about this for months and months and months with Eddie, with everyone at Kick, whatever it is. And until I felt 100% comfortable, I was never gonna pull the trigger ever. Because I'm not gonna sacrifice my community. I'm not gonna sacrifice anything for anything, money, whatever it is.
Now, I don't know if N3on must have forgotten, but the reason why he even moved to Twitch streaming is because that was supposed to be the final nail in the coffin of him saying that, yo, I am going to.
How do you make money on Kick? I don't think they have ads over there. I don't really know what the incentive is. Or Kick is probably just paying creators. I think Kick actually pays creators to stream on there like hourly or something. But I don't really know what I don't know the metrics. But I would never stream on Kick. The only way I would stream on Kick is if for whatever reason I got banned off of like the main platforms. But I have no plans on that happening. I'm not the content creator that's, you know, trying to fight the system, my nigga. I'll be a fucking good boy and fucking make sure I stay here, bruh. I don't want no smoke, my nigga. I'm over here trying to get to it.
Where you at, Berto?
Y'all already know how I get down, man. I like my money. That's one thing we not gonna play about. I like my money. It's okay. I'll play by the rules. What are the rules? Okay, my bad. You got it.
To go ahead and move away from all of my past, all of these bad habits that I had, these bad associations.
With all the F-bombs, I do have a potty mouth, but luckily for me, cursing doesn't equal getting banned. It just might equal some demonetized YouTube videos. But we're working on it. We're working on it. Trying not to curse. Like, sometimes you might actually see me like talk really slow because I'm really just trying to start thinking about what I say before I say it. It's bad.
That I had, etc., etc. I no longer need the dice money. I no longer need to be the edgelord. I am going to be a good guy. Why? Because I've had a change of heart. And a lot of us saw right through that situation, but I think this right here is the final nail in the coffin that says that, you know, you weren't really in it for a real change. You were in it for, you know, the bag. You thought that there was going to be a bigger bag for you on the opposite side of the spectrum. And for whatever reason, you can't put your finger as to why you haven't been able to tap into that bigger bag. You blame anything and everything but yourself and call it politics or whatever.
You know, that's probably the only one to really say anything. I saw a lot of people, even people that fuck with me, they're like saying shit about, I don't know. It's all right. I saw someone said I'm gonna get jumped. Like, bro, like, come on, bro. You don't get, the fuck? I'm not getting jumped, brother, okay? But yeah, I saw someone that actually fucked with made a tweet too and said something. I don't care, dude. All right, at the end of the day, and that's why I make the decisions I make now, because guess what, bro? This is a whole politics game. Streaming is politics. It's all politics. There's clicks, there's sides, there's all this. That's why I stay in my own lane and do my own shit, and I'm so fucking happy here, and I'm not gonna switch it up, bro. Y'all want me to, like, yeah, if a streamer fucks with me, let's collab, let's do it. I have no problem with that, but if I'm not dealing with the fake stuff, I'm good.
And I know y'all saw a screenshot of me by myself. I'll scroll to it in a sec, I'll explain it, bro. I'm very introverted, man. I stay to myself, and if I see weird energy from anyone, you know, bro, I'm just doing my job, brother.
To claim that streaming is all politics, fake, clicked up, X, Y, and Z, when you also participate in said system, is the most stupidest, I want to be a victim mentality I've ever seen in my life. And this is why N3on can't win. He'll always be funneling money to these clip pages, always be paying for these big collab streams, always be reliant on Daddy Aiden to, you know, boost his ego and boost who he is. The reality is that I don't have any sympathy for N3on. This isn't a woe is me video, but I think more a cautionary tale for those that come after N3on. You can't rise to the top off the backs of, you know, insulting people, saying racist or ignorant things, being socially awkward, not going outside, being a weirdo, all these other things, and then expecting these moments like this to be invited with open and welcome arms. You can't flip-flop between, hey, I'm good now, and then, hey, I'm bad now, or hey, I'm good now, but I'm still hanging on to these bad things, and then go back to doing these bad things on this bad platform. It just doesn't work like that. And I'm sure the dice money will be great for him on that platform, and he'll be able to say the slurs and hang out with the racist people like he wants to, and it should be all fine and dandy. But in a year or two, please don't come back to Twitch begging for the friendships and all this other stuff. Nobody wants.
I'll say this. I feel like N3on, at this point, you made your bed. You made your bed, and if you truly value gaining the respect of other streamers and shit, just be a good person and just do the right thing all the time. You know what I'm saying? You're undoubtedly gonna make mistakes still along the way, but you know, you made your bed. You did a lot of stupid things, you said a lot of stupid things, and you offended people in ways that they genuinely don't need to forgive you for. So it's kind of like one of those things, bro. Stay in your lane, do the right thing, treat people with respect, and maybe in time, you know, you'll get what you're looking for. But at the end of the day, you know, you kind of made your bed, bro, so you're just gonna have to lay in.
Where you at, Berto?
I made this shit look too easy.